Hi everyone, it's me, QP83, and I have a couple Skipper dolls here to show you today. I'm kind of just going through my cases and looking and thinking, what can I talk about? That doesn't involve me shopping for new things. So I went through and I wanted to kind of pull out some dolls that would easily work together in a video. And I think I did a good job of that today. So back in the day, Mattel would make Disney Store exclusive dolls with already existing face molds. So they would make, some of their characters like Alice in Wonderland or Wendy or Tinkerbell with Skipper face molds, which is what I'm going to show you here today. I don't have all of them, and the information is kind of vague on the internet, so I might misspeak here or there, but forgive me if I do. So I wanted to kind of talk about some of the Disney Store exclusives or store exclusives that were part of the Disney collection that used the Skipper face mold. So we're going to start with Alice in Wonderland. She was produced in 1994 for the Disney Store. There are two different versions of Alice. So this is the first version. This actually belongs to my mom. You'll see she does a pretty simple face. Blonde hair as you would expect on Alice. And just a really fun, I love the color of her dress. I think the color of her dress is really pretty. And a nice little cotton apron and some lace on the bottom here. And there's stars. She also has the white tights and the black shoes. But just has a very nice, simple face, which I think speaks to the character of Alice really, really well. So this is my version of her. This is version 2. And you'll see there are some differences here. They changed the outfit. So this is more of your cerulean blue sort of outfit, and there's like this satin sort of apron to go with it. They've done away with the lacing. They've done away with the stars. I mean, honestly, I think when you look at both outfits, they both have their charms. This one might be cuter though. They also changed the faces, and also the hair color too. So if you look at their faces, there's a lot more black or darker tones on the second version than there are on the first version. So this one is still a simple face, but they definitely changed the way that they painted the eyes, which is interesting. Also the hair, the second version right here is a little more golden blonde, whereas the first version is a little more like blonde. So there are some differences when you look those up. So from what I read, this was the first edition with tights that are tights. Real tights made of fabric that you put over the legs. The second edition is painted white legs. So it's super easy to tell. Her torso is peach. Her legs are painted white. So that's another easy way to tell if it's first or second edition, or if it's just different from what you already own. Besides just looking at the apron, where the second version is satiny, and this is more of just a plain cotton. But still, super cute examples, and if you're a Disney fan, or you collect Disney dolls, these totally fit in your collection. And again, they're from like 1994, and they would have been, I think, Disney Store exclusive dolls. We also have Wendy. This is Flying Wendy. She was actually sent in from a reader and a viewer of this channel a couple of years back. So I was super grateful to receive one of these because I didn't have one. So she's a 1993 release, and she's a Disney Store exclusive. She has this lovely head of like coppery brown hair, and just a really pretty dress. Again, she uses a Skipper face mold, you will see here. And she has more makeup than what you would have seen on Alice, but just a very pretty face. And as far as I know, this is the only Wendy to have this particular face. I think they did re-release another version of Wendy with a more mature Skipper face sculpt, but not this exact one. And then finally we have Tinkerbell. So there were two versions of Tinkerbell. There was the 1993 Flying Tinkerbell release that would have gone with this girl right here, which is I don't have for the video. And there was a 1998 release called Special Sparkles Tinkerbell, which is this one right here. So each Tinkerbell wears a different outfit. They have slightly different hairstyles. So there are differences between them. So you will see two Tinkerbells with the anime sculpt for Skipper out there on the market. I love this one though because I think her hair color is just super fun. I love like the Tinkerbell blonde, whatever you would call this shade. I love it. It's just super cute. Her outfit is great. Her wings are great. She does have shoes. As you can see, one of them is missing because they don't like to stay on very well. I know I have it somewhere. It's probably just in the back of the case. But this is the Disney, I assume she was also Disney Store exclusive. If not, she was probably a store exclusive. But this is the Tinkerbell, the Special Sparkles Tinkerbell from '98 that uses the big like anime eye 1987 head sculpt. As far as I know, I think that's basically it in terms of the Skipper heads that were used on these dolls. I don't think they did a lot more with the 1987 sculpt, other than the other Tinkerbell that is not featured here. I could be wrong. There's not a great reference for any of this. But I think if you have these in your collection, plus that other Tinkerbell, you basically have most of the Disney Store exclusives or the Disney Store dolls that would have used the 87 head sculpt. So if I'm wrong, you know, you can drop it in the comments. But I think you'd be pretty close to having a complete collection. But these are great, especially if you're a Disney collector, or if you're a Skipper collector. They are definitely things you should have in your collection, because they do use what is my favorite sculpt of Skipper. And they're all just really, really cute and really nice examples of, you know, other ways that Mattel used the sculpt without having it be related to Skipper, the character. So let me know if you have any of these in your collection, and I will talk to you soon. Bye!